We've all wondered how long it would take for us to set up shop on the moon and what exactly that would look like.
All the hopes we ever had for space travel, covered up by drink stands and t-shirt vendors. Just a recreation of what we're running from on Earth.
Well, the commercialization aspect may not be there yet, but Jared Isaacman and NASA officially announced their timeline and plan for our own base on the moon. The $20 billion project will replace the plan to deploy a space station in lunar orbit, which was known as Lunar Gateway. However, NASA still plans to use the Lunar Gateway station, a lot of which was already built with the help of contractors. But repurposing may not be simple. So why the rush now for this base, and why the change of plans? Let's get some answers with the Director of Government Relations at the Planetary Society, Jack Kiraly, to talk more about this announcement. Did I get that right, Jack?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
it's great to be here.
So let's talk a little bit more about your reaction to this proposal. Like, how realistic is this? Because it sounds pretty ambitious.
It is incredibly ambitious. And I will say I'm really excited. I was there at Ignition Day earlier this week. It's a really exciting time to be a part of the space program and watching what NASA's doing under the leadership of Jared Isaacman. And obviously, there's a lot that still needs to be figured out. We haven't been back to the moon in 50 years. But now with a clear, cohesive, action-oriented plan for returning humans, and this time to stay, it is certainly ambitious, I will say that, but it is also a very exciting time to be part of the space industry.
Okay, let's talk about the literal nuts and bolts of this, because the Lunar Gateway station largely already built in orbit, but the game plan now is to do something that's permanently stationed on the moon's surface. So first off, where's all the money for that going to come from? Because that sounds expensive to me. And then secondly, how possible is that, and how much more technically difficult is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just to address the money question up front, it's the folks behind me, right, that write the appropriations laws in this country. And so it's going to require, Administrator Isaacman and the folks at NASA to sell this to the Appropriations Committee on the Hill and sell them on the idea of advancing the Artemis program in this direction. And you mentioned the Lunar Gateway program, which had been a large part of the Artemis architecture, has a lot of the international collaboration components of the program. It's going to require working with those allies as well to make sure that there's buy-in to provide the necessary assets on the lunar surface to keep our astronauts alive and doing science from the moon this time.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep them alive. We got a minute here. China is also trying to make progress for a moon base by 2030. I mean, are we just trying to keep pace here, or are we trying to win this moon base race here? Who's going to be the first to put the flag on the moon?
Well, the U.S. did put the flag first on the moon in 1969, so it certainly is a much broader field. But the universe is certainly much larger than just the moon, right? This is a multi-front competition with a great power competitor. And so the competition for the 21st century is happening in the areas of scientific discovery that both the Chinese and the United States are actively pursuing. And the moon base is a critical component of that.
All right, Jack Kiraly, we'll have to see. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Great.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.